Hey guys, I just want to add before the video starts that if you see me wearing dangly earrings or like necklaces around horses, I want to say that I take them off before I handle the horses. Like if I'm riding or anything, I don't wear jewellery and I don't condone wearing jewellery around horses. I probably should have taken it off for this video, but I literally had just come out from being in a house where I'd had them in and I didn't think. But I am about to go ride now and I will take them out, for example. So yeah, just want to say don't wear jewellery around horses. Just a quick disclaimer before the video starts. Okay, enjoy the video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be answering your assumptions about me. So this is like my fourth time filming this video because every time I film it and I stand outside one of the horses' stables, they get a bit excited and want me to feed them treats. Isn't that right, Johnny? So that's why the intro was with Bella and now I'm with Johnny. Hello. Bella got particularly excited and was insistent I had to scratch her, so we had to move over to Johnny, who's evidently woken up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Please excuse the fact he looks like I've picked him off the side of the road. He is meant to be a competition pony now and currently looks like an Irish bog pony, but he is having a makeover today, ready to start going out again. He has had a few weeks off, but he's back now. Yeah, I'm talking about you, that's right. So anyway, enough of me talking, let's get on with the video. Okay, so whilst we're on the subject of Johnny, the first assumption is you are secretly never going to sell Johnny and he's going to be your forever horse. So, for those of you that don't know, I bought Johnny at the start of 2019. He was going to be a project pony that I would sell after a year. He's getting angry because he thinks I'm selling him. I'm not selling him at the moment. I was going to sell him after a year, but he's Johnny, look at him. How could I get rid of that face at the moment? And also, we haven't had much luck, we haven't had much luck with actually getting out. So that means he hasn't had much experience that I'd like him to have before I sell him. So now the plan has changed and I'm going to keep him for the next couple of years and then hopefully sell him in 2 years, maybe a year. Because I'm hopefully going to be taking a gap year after my A-levels, so I want to travel, so that means I won't really have time for riding. It's pretty likely that that will be when he's sold, but I haven't got any plans to sell him at the moment unless circumstances change. Obviously I can't promise anything. But he is like my child. Like, come here. Like, he's literally like my child. I'm so emotionally attached to him, aren't I? He makes me want to bang my head against the wall, but I also love him more than anything. And I would walk the earth for you, unfortunately. Huh? Big doofus. So as much as I'd love to say, yeah, he's my forever horse, I don't think that's like a foreseeable thing for me, considering what I want to do when I'm older and Jesus. And the fact I want to travel to, but you know, he's very cute. Sorry, I can't be serious about him. So let's move on to the next question. You've wanted to take a break from riding before. I wouldn't say I wanted to take a proper break. I've definitely had moments where I felt down about it and felt like, why am I doing this? Like, all it's doing is bringing me bad luck and misfortune. But I don't think I ever had a proper time where I've been like, no, I'm done with riding, I want to give up. This year's been real tough because, as I said before, it hasn't been particularly, we haven't got up to much and we've had quite a lot of bad luck. So it's kind of been a real test of my love for riding because I haven't been able to compete or really anything. I've just been training at home and sometimes I haven't even had a horse to ride because they've both been off. But I've still stuck with it, obviously, and I still love it as much as ever, and I'm hoping next year will be better. Hey, with you and Bear. As I said, I've had moments where I'm like, why do I do this? All they bring is heartbreak, but I've never actually wanted to give it up. I love it too much and I'm way too invested into it now. Someone says, you have so many friends and are so nice. I wouldn't say I have like masses of friends. I have my friend group who I'm close with and then my closest friends, and I try and be nice to everyone. So I like have friends who aren't like super close but would still be friends. I'm quite an individual person. Like I like social situations, don't get me wrong, I'm quite social, but I also don't tend to rely on others that much, so I also quite enjoy my own company, which is why I probably have quite a close-knit group of friends which I've kind of built over the last, really only over the last like year or so. Before that I just had like 2 really close friends or 1 really close friend, but now it's a bit more like I have a bit of a bigger group of friends. I quite like it that way because it means I have quite a nice little support group of people who I can trust. Hey Johnny, you're so cute, you're so cute, you're so cute. Right, next question. Someone says, you hate the goats. No, I don't hate the goats. They're certainly not my favourite animals. They are quite, how do I put this, annoying. Like, they kind of get in the way the whole time, but they are very cute. I can't deny the fact that they are extremely cute. Not as cute as this one here, obviously, but certainly cute in their own rights. I probably need to spend more time with them for me to like be like, yeah, they're so adorable, like I love them so much. I don't really spend that much time with them. They're not mine, they're Leo's. And usually whenever I'm up the yard, they're always like getting in the way, so we have a bit of arguments going on. But it's okay, because as I said, they're cute, so they get away with it. Someone says, I have a secret boyfriend or girlfriend. No, I do not. I'm impressed that you think I have the time for that, or the mental capacity. I don't know, I don't really see the enjoyment at my age of having like a relationship with someone. I don't particularly enjoy like spending a large amount of time with one person or like talking to one person a lot. I kind of like my space. And I think I just feel like I'm not really that type of person at the moment. I don't really see the point in it. And also like I focus on my horses and my schoolwork. I'm sure that will change at some point, but at the moment I'm only 16, so I mean, no. Do I really look like the type of person who'd be in a relationship? So no, your answer is no, I do not have a secret boyfriend or girlfriend. Someone says they feel like Bella and I are the closest out of the horses. So my relationship with Bells is really different to my relationship with this one, for example. As I said, he is like my child. Like, I love him with like a motherly love and I think he's an idiot, but I also will bully him relentlessly. Look at his face. He looks like a donkey. But he also means the world to me. Whereas Bella, it's more like we have a lot of respect for each other. I mean, I hope she has respect for me. I wasn't a fan of mares before I got her. I thought they were argumentative and I have quite a strong personality and I was a bit worried we'd clash. And we did clash for the first couple of months, I would say. Especially over this time last year, we really clashed. But it kind of really taught me to chill myself out and like respect my horse and respect the fact that if she doesn't want to do it, we're gonna have to discuss it. I can't just tell her. She's a massive softie and I feel really connected to her in a different way than I do with this one. Especially over lockdown, we had a lot of time together and I really got to know her like almost as a person, even though she's a horse. I got to know more of her like personality and what she's actually like and how I can work with her effectively. So I'm hoping next year that will show in our riding and we can go out and show the world a bit of what we're made of. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I don't know if I'd say we're the closest. I'll speak about it a bit later. What, Johnny? Why do you look like that? Put your ears forward. You're so annoying. I wouldn't say we're the closest. Say I'm pretty close to all of them, but just in very different ways. Someone said you would like to do 5-star eventing. I get asked this a lot, and no. Quite frankly, no. I will never be brave enough. I completely admire all the people that do it, but man, I want to do it now, and I've started way too late, and and I'm way behind in where I need to be at, and I don't think I have the money, or the facilities, or the bravery, or the talent for that matter. I think is an incredible achievement for people that do it, but I don't know how they look at those fences and think they can jump them. I see them and yeah, I'm not going to be attempting them at any point soon, let's just say that. I'm going to be quite happy if I get to novice. I'll be happy if I can stick there. Someone says you're not actually best friends with Lily anymore. I assume that means Lily Equestrian, who's she's one of my closest friends who I met through Instagram, but we were really close back in like 2017, I think it was. And then she kind of grew up and I didn't really grow up for a bit, so we kind of drifted through 2018 and maybe a bit of 2019 too. But then this year I think I've really grown up in the last year and we got close again, but we almost got close as like Lily and Gracie rather than like Lily Equestrian and Pony Nuts. I wouldn't call her like someone I know particularly well through Instagram. Obviously I met her through Instagram, but like when I see her we're almost like friends outside of horses. Does that make sense? I would never say she was my best friend, and she definitely isn't my best friend now, but I'm probably as close as I've been with her now than I ever have been. Someone said, you never intended to be famous and secretly find it too much effort and want to stop. That's a good one, because of course I never intended to be famous. I would never class myself as famous, but I never intended to have a big platform, I don't think, like as big as this. Obviously when I started, that was like a massive goal in the future that I wanted, and something I would have loved to achieve. And I reckon if 5 years ago, if Gracie from 5 years ago saw me now, she'd be astonished and like she'd never believe it. So I guess I did intend to get a big account, but certainly now it's like a rolling snowball, like it keeps getting bigger, which is amazing. But obviously I've spoken about it before, it comes with massive consequences and a big amount of pressure and quite a lot of stress, and I think last year that really got to me, and I really struggled to manage my mental health at the same time as managing school and managing social media, and it kind of all got a bit too much, and it forced me basically to figure out what I wanted to do. And I still get stressed over it. I mean, starting sixth form was a bit of a shock to the system, because obviously I'd had like, what, 3 months of doing nothing, and then I went to sixth form and suddenly I had all these tests and everything was building up, and I kind of just had to put it all into perspective and say, look, what do you want to do? How much time do you want to be spending on social media? How much time do you want to be spending on horses? And how much time are you putting aside for school and friends? Don't get me wrong, I love social media. I really do, and I will forever be grateful for everything it's given to me, and like I wouldn't have this one without it. I don't think I'd even have Bella without it. I don't think I'd have any of this without social media. So for that I'm eternally grateful. But sometimes I wish that I could just be me. Like I didn't have to have this image to uphold, and I could just have life without the extra pressure of social media. I wish I could just be normal 16-year-old who had to worry about friends and school and that kind of normal stuff, rather than having to worry about editing and uploading and maintaining an image. But I really am learning, and especially recently I've really learned how to manage it. I'm getting much better at saying, look, I'm actually struggling right now, please can I take off a bit of the pressure. So I don't know, I don't think I've ever wished that I could stop it, I don't think, because I'm fully aware of what it's brought to me. But I've definitely wished that it would just pause for a minute and let me chill. Someone said, Grace Tite and Pony Nuts are two very different people, if that makes sense. Yeah, I guess that's kind of understandable, and you can kind of guess that. Obviously everything on my Instagram is real, and I don't hide anything or be fake for my Instagram, so it's still me. But in real life, obviously I'm a bit different. I don't think I'm massively different. I still think my personality comes through on my Instagram for sure. I think that's probably what's kept my account going at times and like built it up, is the fact I try to be real as possible. But in the end, it's a equestrian account on Pony Nuts, and then in real life I'm not just like a horse girl, I am other things as well. So I don't know, probably a bit different. I wouldn't say, I'm not saying though like I'm wild in real life, like I'm really not a bad person, I don't think, or a bad teenage. Like I'm pretty good, I think. I hope so anyway. Someone said, you are happy that Prince is in an amazing home, but you miss him and kind of wish you still had him. Yeah, I am so happy he's in an amazing home, because it is literally one of the best homes ever, and I mean, if not the best home ever, and he is having the time of his life, so I wouldn't want anything different for him. But certainly this year I wish I could have had him and just had one more season on him, and like, I don't know, it's hard because like it's easy to say I wish I had that, but you know, it could have gone wrong for me with him if I still had him. So, and I wouldn't have wanted to put him in under any pressure, so of course I miss him, but I don't think I'd want him back at the moment, especially since he's doing so well with me, if you get what I mean. Someone says, you don't like Draco Malfoy. This is an interesting one. I'm going to answer this to break up the equestrian questions for a bit. So if you guys on TikTok, you probably see that Draco Malfoy is like, everyone's really crushing on this guy. I don't know. I don't really see it, if I'm honest. I'm not really into blondes, like at all, especially not platinum blondes. Also, he's like fictional, so that's all I'm going to say on that one. Someone said, you are pro-choice. I am pro-choice. Someone says, I'm really tall. I'm not really tall actually. I'm about 5'6", 5'7". That's actually quite tall, isn't it? I used to be really small. I used to do gymnastics really competitively, and then that kind of stunted my growth. But actually, like, over the past few years, I've grown quite a lot. So I'm not like extremely tall. Hello, you. Luckily, because it means I can still ride Dan, but I'm also not like small, which is a shame because I would love to stay on ponies for the rest of my life. Good thing he's grown though, because it means I'm pretty good size in him at the moment. Oh God, he's licking me now. Okay, next question is, you listen to 100 gecs. Okay. Yes, this is like, can you stop licking me? It's a bit weird. I really like that kind of music. I have like a massive playlist on Spotify with all of that kind of music in, and I absolutely love it. I don't know why, it just like, the only way I can describe it is like scratches an itch in my brain. So yeah, I'm a real sucker for that kind of music. Fun fact. Someone said you study really hard in school and you're smart. I would probably say I'm quite smart. I'm in a grammar school, and I've been in a grammar school since I went to high school, and now I'm in sixth form and I'm in like a grammar school again. I don't know what Johnny's doing, I'm sorry. I do study quite hard. I think I'm quite a dedicated person. Like it takes me a while to set my brain to something, but once I do, I'm quite like, I will get it done, and I will make sure I'm putting my best into it, which I think has been helpful for me. I wouldn't say I'm like genius smart at all. Like I still have to study for tests and stuff, and I'm a bit lazy sometimes, like, which isn't a good thing. I should be more like get up and go. Sometimes I don't have much motivation to do things. But once I do have the motivation, like, I'll get massive sparks of motivation, which allows me to kind of get everything done in one go. Like, hence this huge amount of YouTube content coming out at the moment, because I'm in a motivational spark moment. But I think that's okay. I kind of make it work. Luckily, I didn't have to do GCSEs because they got cancelled. But I think the fact that I did decent at school kind of helped me there, because I got good grades. But I'm going to have to work hard for A-levels, I know I will. Someone said you seem like you care a lot about others' mental health. I mean, of course I do. I don't want any of you guys to ever feel like you're alone and you can't speak to someone and they are stuck. I want to be there to help people, so I kind of use the fact I have a platform to promote that. I like to think kind of like it in real life too. Sometimes I struggle to know what to do, but I think as long as you're there for people, then that's good. So yeah, on that note, if you guys ever need to talk to someone, you can DM me, and you can check out my resources highlight on my Instagram, because there's loads of information there. You can just DM me and I will be there to talk to you. I will try my best. And also give you places you can go to and call or professionals who can actually help you. Someone says you secretly love Johnny more than Dan. Dan and Johnny are very different. Johnny is extremely affectionate. He loves humans. I think he loves me. Unfortunately for me, he's a bit of a nightmare. He's always like around me. He loves any kind of attention. And he just loves genuinely being around humans. Dan's a bit the opposite. He's a bit of an old man and he's very grumpy at times. But Dan and I've known Dan for like almost 6 years now. He holds a very special place in my heart, and I mean, I'm not sure anything comes above him. I think he's right at the top of the pecking order, and he's right at the top of my list if I had to have a list, just because he's Dan and he's like done so much for me. And now I've brought him back into work and everything, it's kind of highlighted that for me, like how much I do love him and how much I appreciate him. Don't get me wrong though, Johnny, you are still amazing and literally my best friend. He's literally so weird, like you're so weird. Someone said people in college don't know about your account. They do. I don't think it's something I can really hide. I mean, I never want to be embarrassed about it. There's definitely been times where I have been embarrassed about it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's Johnny. It's a little bit embarrassing, I think. But I don't want to be embarrassed about it, so I kind of have just learned to embrace it. And I feel like if I hide it from people and they find out, that's like 10 times worse. I mean, if they make fun of me, then I'm quite happy to make fun of myself. I'm quite thick-skinned. I don't really get upset easily, probably thanks to Instagram. So, you know, it's a part of me, isn't it? It's a great conversation starter. And if I'm honest, I'm proud of it. And if I'm honest, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of what I've achieved over the last 5-6 years. I'm proud of all the work I put into it, and I'm proud of myself. He has issues, like that is not normal, and I'm proud of myself for like everything I've achieved with it and learned from it. So yeah, they know about it. You get nervous at the start of meetups. I really do. That's probably not very well known. I mean, it's weird because I'm not actively nervous to like meet people at all. I'm just nervous that I'm not going to live up to people's expectations, because I think they have this like image of me that they expect to see, and a lot of the time I'm not that, and I'm sweaty and I'm overwhelmed and I'm not this perfect version that they see. But I've got better with it over time. Certainly like the first few I was so scared, and especially at like events where I'm not sure how many people will be there, that's always really scary. Like Hoy's was really scary because I'd never been there before and I didn't know how many people would turn up, and I was going to be really embarrassed if... Johnny, kind of ruined a moment, mate. What are you doing? Right. And I was really worried that no one's going to turn up and it was going to be embarrassing. But people did turn up, and I think sometimes I need to have a little bit more belief in myself that it will go well, because so far, touch wood, it's gone well. Here comes Leo.
Hello.
Okay, so last couple of questions now. Someone has said they assume that I'm vegetarian or vegan. So I'm trying. I never was. I like food a lot and I like meat. My whole family are meat eaters. A lot of my friends are vegetarian actually, but I've always been a meat eater. And then I watched David Attenborough's A Life on Our Planet, I think it's called, his movie that's out on Netflix. Let me tell you, I cried for about 2 hours straight. I have now decided that in fact I'm going to try as hard as I can to be as vegetarian and plant-based as I can, within reason. My family gets all our meat products from local farmers, and obviously that's not as good as going vegetarian, but it's better than nothing, I guess. But I am trying really hard and trying to eat less meat and not eat things with like palm oil in or anything, so no Nutella, because I know how bad that is now, and it has completely changed my view, or emphasised my view that I need to be doing more, less waste, all that. So I do recommend you guys watching it. I'm really trying. It is quite hard. I am really trying to stick to it as much as I can and limit the amount of meat I'm eating. Someone says you're more of a TV show person than a movie person. Depends, because I have the attention span of a gnat. Like, I literally cannot focus on anything. It's awful. So I struggle with movies, but if you get me into a good movie, and I really like psychological thrillers, I'm a real like horror person, I love that kind of thing. So if you get a good movie and you get me to sit down and watch it, I will love it and I will discuss it with you and it'll be great. Same with a TV show, but if you give me like a series with like 7 seasons, no. If you think it can hold my attention for that long, you are wrong. I could never do that. I'm also quite of a book person. I really like books. So I read quite a lot. Did you just hit yourself on the face? Right, I only a few more now. I keep saying that and I do like 12 more. Last one now, guys. Johnny. Stop yawning! Stop yawning. You prefer your hair long? No, not at all. I was thinking about this. I think I'm going to probably keep it short until I take my gap year and go travelling, because in that case I won't have time to like cut it and I won't really have the money and it'll be a bit useless. So I'll probably grow it out during that year, maybe. I don't know. I don't really want short hair for the rest of my life, but I think it really suits me at the moment. I used to get massive headaches with long hair and I just think it kind of pulled down my features. So having short hair has really helped like relieve my headaches and relieve the fact I looked like permanently my face was being pulled down. That might have just been me. It might just be the fact I've grown into my face a bit more so it looks less weird. I don't know, I like my short hair. I particularly like it when it's been styled, so not so much at the moment. I'm going to be editing this video and being like, what is your hair doing? Because at the moment it's like, it's all over the place and a little bit annoying, but like when it's styled by a hairdresser and sometimes by me, and when I've had it cut, I think it looks really nice. And I like how like versatile it is when it's short. Are you sleeping? Johnny's... Okay. On that note, thank you everybody that sent in assumptions about me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me answer them. I hope you enjoyed seeing Johnny be an idiot. I don't really know what's going on at the moment. I think he's asleep. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Johnny, be head over to say goodbye. Thank you again to everybody who's watched and support me. And make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more for future videos. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Do a little transition.